President LeDuc, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the 2015 Robert Trimble graduating class. First, I would like to thank my fellow graduates who have allowed me to speak to you today. I could not have been blessed with a better group of people to spend the last 3 years with than these guys right here. So, you are all good people, and I know that we will all be lifelong friends. Okay. This is by far the most humbling honor that I've ever received, and for that I have to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Second, I would like to thank the family and friends who are here today in support of us graduates. There is an old saying that's out there that says, behind every great man is an even greater woman. Right? And while this is true, I would like to add to this with my own little expression. I would say that behind every great law student is an even greater network of family and friends. People who are there to share in our triumphs and help us out and support us in our times of need. To our friends and family who are here today supporting us, this day is just as much about you as it is about us. And we thank you for that. And last, I would like to thank the outstanding, and I repeat again, outstanding faculty. Here at Western Michigan University, Cooley Law School, we have had the privilege to learn the law from some of the greatest legal minds in the country. Legal minds who have not only mastered the study of law in their own studies, but have mastered it in practice as well. The faculty and the school has made it a point to teach us the practical application of the law, but it's the faculty who is able to make it fun at the same time. So here are just a few of those little tidbits that I always find amusing that I'll never forget, that I learned. We learned in contracts that if we hired Prince, the artist, to perform at our wedding, he cannot send Vanilla Ice as a suitable replacement for his performance. No, we cannot. I'm sorry, but you know, if I am dying to hear Purple Rain at my wedding reception, ice, baby, it's just not going to do. It's not going to work. So, can't do it. In criminal law, we actually learned how to make cookies. It's true, cookies. So, you know, for each element of a crime, it's just like the ingredients needed to make cookies. So, if you have all the right ingredients, put them together, what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boop. Oh, felony murder flavored cookies. So, it's fun. And these are the last of my bad jokes. In property law, we actually learned that there is nothing funny about property law. And that is true. It's true. And in fact, I've made it my personal goal to one day find Blackacre and purchase it in fee simple absolute, of course. And I invite you all to help me burn that place to the ground. Sure. So, and you're all welcome to attend. Just bring the marshmallows. So, as graduates, we know that this is just the beginning of our journey. We know that most of us are not going to land our dream job right after we pass the bar exam. It might take some of us 5, 10 years, maybe even longer to get that dream job that we want. Most of us, including myself, are going to take whatever I can get right out of the gate. And the pay is going to be lousy. It will be. So, and I've accepted that. Some of us might even think that, it's the equivalent of being a street sweeper. But that's okay. It is. The great Dr. Martin Luther King once said that even if it's your lot in life to be a street sweeper, go on out and sweep streets like Michelangelo painted people's pictures. Sweep streets like Handel and Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the hosts of the heavens and the earth are going to have to pause and say, "Here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well." Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best at whatever you are. All of those applause they go to the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, because those are his words. So, I was in my truck listening to the radio a few years ago, and I heard those words, this message that was delivered so eloquently by Dr. King, and it's as powerful as it is exciting. And I thought that it was so fitting for us graduates here today and what we're about to embark on. So, as graduates, we must be the best at whatever we're doing and whoever we are. If we're doing public defense work, we need to advocate for our clients' rights just as if we were Atticus Finch. If we're doing a pro bono bankruptcy case, we need to advocate for our clients just like the attorneys advocated for the city of Detroit. If we're doing tenant law work, we need to advocate for our clients just as if it were $1 million real estate contract. Measuring success or failure will not be determined by the size of our paycheck, by the size of our office, or even by the car we drive. It will be measured on how well we advocate for our clients' rights. That's how it's going to be measured. Advocacy is our job as attorneys, but being the best advocate is our duty to our clients, to our community, our school, and to the greatest legal system on earth. To conclude, I would like to offer a challenge to my fellow graduates and myself, of course. We all know that we are graduating today, but we know that we're not at the end of our journey yet. We all know what's to come, don't we? Yes, we do. We know what it is. I'm not going to say it. We know what it is, the exam. Now we all know we have to complete the commercial prep course, Themis, Barbary, Kaplan, what have you. That's a given, okay? The stats are there, and I believe them. But here is my challenge. On the day of that exam, when we walk into that room, and we sit in our assigned seat, and they place that stack of papers in front of us, more like this bit, a huge stack, you know what it is, and we're sitting there waiting for them to tell us to begin. I want us to look at that exam. Just look at it. I want you to look deep into the eyes of that exam. Look deep into the soul of that exam and say in your head, "We are not afraid of you." We're not. Oh, no. In fact, it is you who should be afraid of us. Right? It is true. So, why, you ask? Hey, graduates, the bar exam called and wants to know why it should be afraid of us. Should we tell them? Should we tell them why? Yes? Should we tell them why, graduates? All right, well, we're going to say, because we are Western Michigan University Cooley Law School graduates. Now hear us roar. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak today. Thank you, graduates.